should focus to the other big story of the day. Tanya?
Banking Secretary Rajiv Takru, who expects the RBI now to put out a list of candidates eligible for banking licenses real soon. In fact, in an exclusive chat with ET Now, Takru has said that the government-owned entities will not be given any preferential treatment when it comes to handing out these licenses.
RBI would be in a position to take a very reasonable view in the matter, and I do not think that there is any danger of any wrong kind of people getting into the banking sector. We are going to put out, I suppose, a merit list, and the most eligible people will win. All the PSU entities are entitled. I think it is up to the boards of the individual entities to decide whether they fulfill all the criteria or not. I do not think that this 25% of, shall we say within inverted commas, forced movement of these new banks into these unbanked areas is ultimately going to work to their detriment. There is a lot of interest out there, and I suspect this, we are not going to be disappointed on this score either. There would be a lot of people waiting in the wings to move in.
Well, RBI's new bank license norms do not explicitly bar any sector from applying, but top sources in the government tell ET Now that applications from real estate companies may not find favour. Sources say that both the RBI and the Finance Ministry feel that the realty sector is speculative and risky, and one that's also highly volatile. Though the RBI's guidelines, like we said, do not ban any particular sector, it's quite likely that companies from this sector may not fit and comply with the RBI's fit and proper criteria.
Well, it is clear that any entity can apply, but the question is, who are the contenders and how will the central bank ensure that only sound players enter the banking space? Simran Gill and Anirudh Ghosh with that report.
With the central bank not barring any sector from applying for the bank licenses, corporate houses as well as NBFCs are gearing up to apply for the coveted license. Hopefuls include RIL, Tata Capital, L&T Finance, LIC Housing Finance, Reliance Capital, Religare, IDFC, Shrey Infra, Shriram Transport. Even so, the new banks will have to set up over a quarter of their branches in unbanked rural areas and meet the 40% priority sector targets. Not just that, the bank will not be able to lend to any of its promoter group companies, something that may just scare off a few non-serious players.
Banking is a strategic fit with what we do, and we will continue to look to options to enter this space.
It's interesting for us. 25% of the branches have got to be in rural is something that is very specifically very exciting to us.
For once, even the Finance Ministry is on the same page, insisting that only credible players will enter the space. It's clear that bringing in credible players with deep pockets who can reach the unbanked interiors is top of the RBI's agenda. There may be many in line, but the central bank will have the final say. Simran Gill and Anirudh Ghosh, ET Now, Mumbai.
To the other big story this evening, Employees Provident Fund Organization, or the EPFO,